What Gunplay just revealed about what he did to make it in music might change the way you see the industry forever. While he was once signed to Rick Ross, he now claims that what he had to do to get there wasn't worth it. According to statements he made in a recent interview, he participated in dark practices to help further his career. Not only did he say it was the only way in, but that he believes it works and that this practice is all too real in the industry. Today we're going to analyze Gunplay's most important comments to see exactly what they're telling us about how the industry really works. At one point, Gunplay had a bright future in music. With many songs that were popular in Florida and a close affiliation with Rick Ross, he was living the celebrity lifestyle many only dreamed of. But as we have come to expect, his time in the spotlight eventually came to a brutal end. While some just fall off and disappear, there are some instances of stars coming crashing down as the world watches. That is what many might say happened to Gunplay, whose downfall played out publicly for the world to see. From countless legal controversies to his eventual fallout with Rick Ross, it appeared Gunplay had hit rock bottom. But that is where he claims he found God, coming to the realization that what he was doing up to that point needed to stop before it was too late. Because of this, he is now deciding to speak up about his experiences in the industry. What he suggested seemed to put everything about the business into perspective for me. According to Gunplay, he got involved in a spiritual practice called Santeria, which is a belief that closely mirrors voodoo and things like that.
Nah, man, my second album, Atheist, my mixtape, my EP with PJK called Mathemagic. You know what I'm saying? On some deep Mason shit, you know. I'm whooping out here, man, for real.
Hold on, eight?
Hold up, man. Hold up, I am too.
Please explain.
I'm just on some other shit, man. My mind's too advanced for myself and others.
It's called Atheist.
Or Mathemagic. Yeah, I don't know. The gods, Shango, Ifa, they're gonna tell me right here.
What's that?
What you mean? That's what voodoo. I do voodoo. Voodoo is derived from the word voodoo, which means spirit.
Okay.
Which is Santeria, which is deeper than
from like Haiti, Africa.
Haiti, Cuba, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
The whole slave route.
Right.
I'm not gonna go here right now. I can't do that.
I mean, I'm on that a little bit. Just
a
little bit. Just slightly.
Keep reading.
Slightly.
He said he believes this is what helped him achieve all his success, going into detail on how exactly he thinks it benefited him in this interview. The first thing he said was that he left Santeria after 13 years to become a Christian. Then, the interviewer asked him if he felt that he had sold his soul. Listen closely to what Gunplay said.
You gave your life to God. You went from Santeria to Jesus.
Yeah, I did.
Do you feel like you sold your soul at one point?
I thought about maybe I did because I was getting what I wanted. I would make offerings and I was getting everything I wanted. I got the bitch, the cars, the condos, the TV shows, the this, the that, everything was popping. I beat an armed robbery charge on camera.
He said that he felt he did, admitting that he believes he was being rewarded with success for his participation in certain offerings to deities tied to that system. One thing that caught my attention was when he brought up beating a case for a crime he committed on camera. He didn't attribute his win to a good lawyer. Instead, he suggested it was because of an offering he made to secure the legal victory.
And I beat an armed robbery charge on camera.
So you go to him like, look, I need to beat this case.
Yeah.
Go, all right, get a chicken.
I had to go.
This is what you got to do.
I had to get a turtle. They did the tongue, and then he wrapped it in some stuff and did some stuff, and it was like, it's done.
And I say, look, what's up with this Santeria thing, man?
We ain't gonna get into all that
What's up with
people's
that?
gonna get scared.
Nah.
Say it again. Say it again.
I cut chickens and goats if you really want to know.
Santeria, make some noise for being voodoo.
This instantly reminded me of a scene from the movie The Devil's Advocate, where the lawyer, played by Keanu Reeves, defends a man who uses voodoo to beat a case for a crime he was also caught doing on camera. In the film, the man uses some sort of animal tongue to perform the spell. Now listen to what Gunplay said again.
So you go to him like, look, I need to beat this case.
Yeah.
All right, get a chicken.
I had to go.
This is what you got to do.
I had to get a turtle. They did the tongue, and then he wrapped it in some stuff and did some stuff, and it was like, it's done.
He basically described exactly what the guy did in the movie. Now, something else that I found interesting is that Gunplay claimed there was a high priest who was pretty much in charge of what was offered. The way he described the process is that when Gunplay wanted something done, he would ask the high priest, who would then tell him what was needed for his demands to be heard.
When you say sacrifices, like what? Like chickens or like
chickens, anything. They tell you. They tell you whatever you need done. They'll tell you a specific animal to get for it.
Who tells you?
Your babalao.
Would it be like a voodoo priest?
Yeah.
That was so interesting. And what many got from it is that they were essentially gatekeepers who could be getting these artists into things like this. At one point, the interviewer asked them how this offering system worked. Gunplay suggested that the bigger the offering, the bigger the reward.
Is it true that the bigger sacrifices you make, the bigger blessings you'll get?
Of course.
It's really like that?
Of course. So why not?
Because I mean, like, look.
Whack a human. If it's true, people sacrifice people. If you know, you know.
Everyone knows exactly what he was implying by that. Now, while many people don't believe in any of this spiritual stuff, he really does seem to. Not only does he feel like it helped his career, but he thinks it did the same for others.
Real? Like,
yeah,
if like
it's as real as this table is, my brother.
Is Ifa the same as Santeria?
Yes, sir. It's all the same.
Real? Like,
yeah, it's very real, man.
But while he's claiming it worked, he also wants people to know that there is still a price for getting involved with this stuff. He states that when he stopped making offerings, the success not only ended, but he believes they took back everything they helped him achieve and destroyed what was left of him. He attributes his downfall to that very thing, implying that his descent was a result of no longer fulfilling the demands of those deities.
They don't know. They don't know. At the end of the day, you have to pay. That's it. That's all I gotta say. I ain't gonna say nothing else about it. At the end of the day, you have to pay.
Do you think you've had to pay?
I paid that. I watched it. I was at a point where I was betrayed by everything and everybody, and I felt like I was serving two gods. One is a transactional relationship.
This was possibly the most revealing thing he said in the entire interview. Essentially, he is saying that once you form a partnership with these spirits, you have to keep them happy or they will destroy you. According to Gunplay, only God himself was able to help him get out of that mess.
I think if I didn't make the change that I did in my belief system, I think that would have been the end of me. But, my God is always in charge. So he was just watching everything go down.
I think this is a very important message that everyone in a similar position should always remember. God can get you out of anything you got yourself into. Eventually, Gunplay was asked if he felt the industry was demonic, and his reply was very revealing.
You think the entertainment industry is demonic?
Yeah, of course. Everything you hear is, the more you get closer to God, the more everything is highlighted.
You start watching it and be like,
it just pops out at you. You know what I mean? You can listen to the music and like, oh God, what the
It's true, like certain songs make you feel certain emotions.
There's a certain group of people that
Programming.
Exactly.
Everything is programming.
Not only did he say he believed it was, but he pointed at lyrics in people's music as proof. I honestly wonder what he was referring to by this. Is he saying that artists are putting this belief into the music? That is crucial information that explains a lot. I say this because I found a lot of rappers who seemingly mention Santeria in their song lyrics. A good example of this is Jay-Z, who has several songs with lyrics seemingly about the same practice. He was featured in Jay Electronica's song, The Never-Ending Story, where he rapped, "I'm a miracle born with imperial features. I'm a page turner, a sage burner, Santeria, Chango, December baby, Saint Hove." Story takes place in ancient Egypt. He again mentioned something similar on Drake's Pound Cake, rapping, "International Hove, my Saints Chango light a candle, El Gran Santo on the mantle. Case y'all don't know, I speak Spanish too." Jay-Z isn't the only one who raps about this stuff either. The rapper Skrilla also has lyrics that mentions this belief. Not only has he talked about it in his songs, but he even did an interview where he said things that sounded very similar to what Gunplay said in his interview.
Religion. What religion exactly do you represent?
I'm a Santo. I do Palo. I'm a Santo.
What's that mean exactly?
Like all that sacrificing goats and all that. That's not just for like that's real life.
You sacrificed a goat.
You seen that, bro? That's real life, bro. Really? I sacrifice goats, chickens, mice. Like I do for certain though. Like, I'm not allowed to explain it how you want me to explain it. I think how you want me to explain it, but yeah.
Well, I can do my research. That's interesting.
It ain't even gonna, you're not even gonna find it like
it's hard
that.
to Google?
You could Google it, but it ain't gonna explain. It's like you could try to do your research though, and let me know what you find out though, bro. Like you could put bad spirits on people too. Like you could put a person's name and like their birthday inside the. You could put them inside the agoon pot, and like you basically sending agoon like metal, like they could get shot, stabbed, something could happen to them.
So it would be something in metal that would kill them. Like, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's different ways you could do things though. Like you can actually put somebody's name in your shoe and keep it or in the bottom of your sock or in your shoe, like bad happened to them. Like
This is the path opener. This is the person who you come talk to when everything is going down and you feel like you're stuck between a room where there's no way out. You know, you speak to Eligua, you do things with Eligua. That's a goon.
That right there's a goon.
This one is Ochosi. He's the hunter of the religion. That one is Chango, the Lord of Thunder, Lightning. This is Ochun, Odudua.
Just to further our understanding, how much does these figures mean to you guys?
Well, to me, they mean the world. Everything. They mean everything to me.
You just get it and you gotta actually take care of everything and do the stuff that you're supposed to do. Yeah, before I signed my deal, that's what I asked for. And we was sitting in here before I even did it, the day before I did it. 2 days before I did it, and then I made my decision of what I asked for, and then I got what I asked for.
So you really feel like you were blessed by higher powers to be signed and all that?
I know, for sure. Facts.
I did a full video on Skrilla in the 6'7" craze. If you haven't seen it, watch it after this video. I wonder if this is exactly what Gunplay was referring to. In another part of the interview, he seems to imply that getting involved in this stuff is mandatory to make it at a certain level in the industry. He said that he experienced this with his own eyes, stating that if you're not at a certain level with those practices, you're not allowed around certain groups.
You think that like to make it to a certain level, like in the industry, you have to do certain things?
Yeah, I believe it's real. I seen what was going on, you know what I mean? Like you can't hang around certain people until you're at a certain caliber, you know what I mean?
Why? Because they be worried that if you see what they doing, you might expose them. They got to know that you're with it. Yeah.
Think about what he said there. He states some of these people only work with you if you're high enough in those specific practices. What does that sound like to you? Almost like a group or something, right? Hearing people like Gunplay reveal things like this makes all the rumors about the industry feel so accurate. Gunplay was actually in the spotlight around many big artists, and this is the experience he claims he had. What do you think about this? Do you believe Gunplay? And do you feel that these practices play a role in the success of some artists? Or is he just another artist that fell off and is now making things up out of spite? In my opinion, what he said does make sense, especially because so many others have made similar claims. His point about these themes repeatedly showing up in lyrics makes it hard to ignore. What he said reminded me of a film I recently talked about called Angel Heart. In that movie, an artist sells his soul for fame and success, but when he tries to outsmart the devil, it tracks him down and makes him pay the price. So if you want to know what Angel Heart tells us about fame, watch this video right now. And if you want to further support the channel, consider becoming a Patreon member. When you join, you support the channel and get over 65 exclusive videos. Another way to support the channel is by subscribing and hyping this video. Your hype literally tells the algorithm that more people need to see this. Well, that's it for this video. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.